Hey, it's Tim,
Hey, it's David.
and we're Worth It Fridays.
What the nani?
Venom. Venom. Nah, just kidding. Talking about the electric venom.
Welcome to another episode of Worth It Fridays. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Where today we are reviewing Spider-Man Miles Morales. Finally,
Oh, finally.
I finally beat the game not that long ago. Saturday, November 13 is actually when we started our YouTube channel, when we released our first video, which was a Spider-Man review podcast thing that we tried. And here we are now, 1 year in. Woo!
Oh, yeah. We did it, boys and girls. And everyone. Animals, too. And spiders. Don't worry. Arachnid people. We count you, too.
All right, so we'll get back into the action. David, tell us more about Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Alrighty, so before I explain what the game is, we just want to clarify that this review will be based on our PlayStation 4. Unfortunately, we don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, so our review is going to be based on the PS4. Not the Pro, just the PS4. But anyways, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales is a video game featuring the man of the hour, Miles Morales, an incarnation of the Marvel's comic superhero, Spider-Man. The game was developed by Insomniac Game and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The game was actually announced in June 11, 2020. It is a standalone game that takes place after Marvel's Spider-Man, the first game, and was released on November 12th and 19th as a launch title for the PlayStation 5. What a great way to start off the PS5, I think. But you may be wondering, what is the game really about and like the story? Well, we're going to do a little quick time story event where me and Tim will explain what it is.
It's secure.
So the story picks up after a year of the events of The City That Never Sleeps, which is the DLC of Marvel Spider-Man game. Miles Morales have gained Spider powers himself at the end of Marvel Spider-Man. Spoiler alert, sorry. Looks to become the newest web-sling of New York City under the guidance of his mentor, Peter Parker.
A year later from the first game, after his training with Peter is complete, Miles has fully integrated himself to the black and red suit as an experienced Spider-Man, while defending both his new home in Harlem and the rest of New York City from a gang war between the energy corporation Roxxon and the high-tech criminal army known as the Underground, led by the Tinkerer.
Overall, the game is really about how Parker tells Miles that he has to be like his late father and walk on the path to becoming a hero for the city of New York. Ooh, the feels. If you know, you know, but if you don't know, I recommend you watching the trailer, the launch trailer. It's just really, really good. But now, let's talk about a review about the story.
I gotta call you back. Alright, Miles. Spill it.
It is a very original story of Miles Morales. Insomniac did a great job, again, by helping the players truly understand who Miles Morales is as a character. Their character development is just amazing for each characters, all the side characters and stuff like that too. And the story itself is well balanced in the action, in action, and the drama. The most satisfying part of the story is that the player will literally see Miles Morales grow into the role of being the ultimate Spider-Man he is now. However, the story is known to be short, but it's short and sweet, and hypes you for what's next in Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man Tech.
I can see everything you see. How are you not puking all the time?
Insomniac, again, did a really well done job on making Miles' fighting moves very unique and different compared to Peter Parker's. The Venom power brings a refreshing quality of life to the overall gameplay of Spider-Man. From using the Venom power to swing further and higher, and to the exciting new way to fight with the powers, and encountering that requires specific Venom powers, like the Venom Dash, for example, to fight the new bad guys. The swinging and the web shooting of the game is still orgasmic, and the side mission is very enjoyable, the photo taking is fun, and the soundtrack is just amazing. For those who don't know, Lecrae is one of the artists that played around the song. I love Lecrae. But, you know, unfortunately for us, we didn't really experience the haptic feedback from the controllers of the PS5, but based on our experience of hearing other people talking about it, it seems really nice and pretty cool.
Graphics are phenomenal, as being even more enhanced in the PS5 graphics. The loading time is less than smooth, And Insomniac choosing the original design of Miles and then creating the advanced suit as their original design is absolutely stunning and pleasing to the eye. Of course, it's more stunning with the full depth of details, and it's a nice change that the city is familiar, but still looks different with a change of seasons and colors. And with all the new VFX that the new enemies bring too. It's pretty sick.
All right, for the cost, you may be wondering, it's been pretty much a year, and is the game still worth it for the full price? We at Worth It Friday believe it is worth it for the full price, only for PS4 Pro and PS5. We as Worth It Friday don't recommend getting the game if it's just on the PS4, just because, as we're going to talk about more, is about the performance issues.
And on to the criticisms of the game. I think the biggest thing that you'll notice that the story is pretty short. We want more. But thankfully, of course, we know that this is only a mini game, and we'll be getting the full experience when Spider-Man 2 comes out. Now, for the performance issues on PS4, I was playing this and yikes. I had a lot of dips under, it wasn't smooth at times, and near the end of the game, I'll post a picture. Things weren't even rendered properly. It was kind of scary actually. There's a lot of performance issues, and I assume on the PS4 Pro and on the PS4 5 that things have been smoothened out, and because it seems like it's just meant for the next gen. And like the previous Spider-Man games, it can still feel like a chore sometimes to do all of the side quests and stuff like that, especially if you want, to 100% all that stuff. But just to get more of the upgrades and more of the suits that you want to look at, it can, the missions can kind of feel more or less the same.
But overall, Marvel's Spider-Man's Miles Morales is another amazing game from Insomniac. Insomniac continues to satisfy the fan of Spider-Man through the amazing story that's focusing more on Miles and less on Peter. The story has amazing new characters that are well-rounded and have an important role to the protagonist.
The gameplay of Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales is refreshing and fun to play with the added new powers of Miles, which makes the gameplay very unique. The graphic is stunning, and Insomniac has many suits for Miles that are stunning, of course, with its fine details. It adds a new season to the city of Harlem. We think this can be a classic Christmas game to play every year.
However, the game does struggle with its performance on the PlayStation 4 only, and having the story a bit shorter than usual, but the pros of the game are easily overcome the cons to give our rating of the game as 9.5 out of 10, which means it's worth your Friday. We recommend playing this game, even if it's every year for Christmas, so.
That's our review for Spider-Man Miles Morales. Another 9.5. And I guess just a quick glance. David gave it a 10. 10 out of 10. I give it a 9. I'm just a bit more harder because I experienced the performance issues. Luckily, David didn't. So I give it a point down for that essentially. But overall, it's a really fun game. And then it's a Sony exclusive, so PS4, PS4 Pro, or PS4 PlayStation, any of those consoles that you have. The Spider-Man games are only on those things, so it's worth it. It's one of those games that is definitely a system seller. So if you guys haven't played Spider-Man yet on the PlayStation, it's definitely worth checking out both games, Miles Morales and the original Spider-Man, or I guess the newfound version with the new Peter Parker too, because Miles Morales, you get a glimpse of the new look of Spider-Man if you're still playing it on the PS4 or PS4 Pro. But on PS5, if you haven't played the original Spider-Man, the new look is confirmed on the PS5 version.
Yeah,
which is still weird to me. So.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's preference, I guess.
At least I guess it's still the same voice actor, so I guess it's nothing else is crazy. But
yes, love you, Yuri.
And again, thank you for watching. Of course, it's crazy that of course this has been 1 year, and we timed our review to have another Spider-Man review near, at least as close as we can to when we first originally launched our first video. So it's kind of fun that we can, of course. I took too long to play Miles Morales, and now I finally beat it. My bad. But it's cool to just come back to, just give it an Easter egg for us and for you guys who have been watching us since the very beginning. And we thank you. All the
Thank
support.
you. Thank you.
So if you guys have watched to the end of this video and you guys have liked the video, give us a like, hit that thumbs button, and as well hit that subscribe button as well, so you guys can see when we release our newer videos as well. And of course hit that notification button so you can be the first to see our new videos when they release and come out.
As well, you can follow us on our Facebook page and our Instagram account. We are planning to post our specific own individual reviews on Instagram and as well as Facebook. So yeah, if you're curious what the specific thing, especially Tim's performance experience, you can definitely find that on our Facebook and Instagram account, which is coming up later. But other than that, we really thank you, and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Venom.
Wait, we haven't played that yet.
Oh.
We haven't played that yet.
Yeah,
This is a different game.